On this episode of How It's Made, we're going to show you how we make this survival candle, also known as a buddy burner, that we use as a leave no trace portable campfire that just happens to work really well with the windscreen from our wood pellet hobo stove project. Yes, I know there are lots of videos on how to make a buddy burner or survival candle on YouTube. We used to have one on our channel that we had to take down. What's different about this video is I'm going to show you how to make one of these that will burn for about 2 hours. You're going to be able to light it with a fire steel, and it makes a great leave no trace campfire. You're only going to need a few tools for this project. You're going to need a ruler, scissors to cut with, an old pot to help melt the wax, and a smaller pot that fits inside. We think using the double boiler method is a much safer way to melt your wax. This is a recycling project, so you're going to need a tuna or salmon can, so make yourself a tuna or salmon sandwich. Make sure that the can is very clean and dry before you start this project. I've collected a bunch of these cans because you may want to make a lot of these at one time. For reference, each can is about 8 centimeters in diameter and about 5 centimeters high. Some 100% cotton balls, and make sure they're 100% cotton. You're going to need to find yourself a big piece of corrugated cardboard, preferably without any printing or tape or stickers on it. Some jute twine. Next, you're going to need some scrap wax. I've got a lot of recovered scrap wax for this project. Okay, here's a tip for you guys. Ask the person who burns the candles in your house to help you figure out what scrap wax is. If you decide to go hunting for scrap wax on your own, consider this. You know those candles that have been sitting on the end table for 10 years and never been burned? They may not be considered scrap wax. I learned that lesson the hard way. For the double boiler system, you want about 2 centimeters of water in the bottom of your pot. Put that on the stove on high heat. Then add your second container with these scrap wax pieces. Let it melt down. While the wax is safely melting down, you can prepare your can. Now your candle project is going to need 6 pieces of cardboard, 15 centimeters long, and just less than the depth of the can. So I put my ruler inside the can, and it measures 3.5 centimeters to just below the lip of the can. Now I just cut out 6 strips. And you just roll each one of them up like this. You have to fart around with them a little bit to get them arranged properly. So they look like that. And one of the ways our project is a little different than ones you may have seen before is we don't use one continuous piece of cardboard inside the can. We use 6 smaller pieces, and that allows for more wax inside the can so that your candle will burn a lot longer. And the cardboard is cut so that it's just below the lip of the can, which makes it almost impossible for the wind to blow it out. Now that the wax is melted, it is a good time to soak a length of that jute twine in wax. Now if you've ever made these buddy burners or survival candles before, you'll know they are a challenge to light. You need a naked flame on this cardboard for quite some time to get them started. So this next tip will make it possible to light it with a ferro rod. So you need about a half a cotton ball for each one, so I'm going to unroll my cotton balls like this and then cut them in half. Like so. Now take your waxed jute twine and cut it a little bit longer than your cotton ball is wide, so it'll stick up out of the top of the cotton ball. Like that. And then roll it up inside your cotton ball, and then put that in the center piece so it looks like that. Now you want to carefully pour your wax into the can, avoiding pouring any wax directly on the cotton in the middle until your cardboard wicks are almost completely covered. Okay, this is cooled down now so you can see, leaving that cotton raw right in the middle, that's what's going to catch the spark and light this jute twine wick in the middle on fire that you'll then use to light the entire candle. That's what makes these little buddy burners much easier to use in the wild. In future videos, I'm going to show you how we use this portable campfire as a leave no trace campfire, and I have placed a link right here which will take you to a demonstration of how I used the survival candle in combination with the windscreen from the wood pellet hobo stove to melt some snow. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I look forward to reading your comments in the comment section down below. Bye for now.